Welcome back, guys, to another Clash Royale video. Today we're back on my second account for what is hopefully the final episode of my Road to Legendary Arena series. Currently sitting at 2,985 trophies, only one win away from Arena 9. More importantly though, look on the bottom there. I have my very first ever free legendary chest and epic chest combo, and I have confirmed the rumors that you always get the legendary chest and the epic chest together back to back. But make sure to leave a comment down below or leave a like on the video if you want me to do a separate video opening up this legendary chest and this epic chest. Now, I am still using this Hog Rider Trifecta deck. This is the deck that I had the most experience with, so I don't want to branch out and try different decks until I reach Arena 9. But let's go ahead here, take a look at a couple replays, then we'll finish off with what is hopefully the final live battle. So here we are, guys, facing off against Hector, who is a level 10, rocking the minor Three Musketeer strategy, which is actually a pretty decent deck, guys. I have used it in the past myself. Now, I know I said in the past that I wasn't going to do all live battles on my way to Arena 9, but honestly, guys, it gets really tough, and I require a lot of focus to win a lot of these battles, and it gets hard to have focus in battle and do commentary at the same time. If you guys watch a lot of my videos, you see me make some obvious mistakes during my live battles, just because sometimes I'm busy focused on talking and not really paying attention to the battles, and I didn't want to do that on my way to Arena 9. As you can see right here on the right hand side, those Three Musketeers did work to my tower. Even though I spent a ton of elixir defending them, my tower is sitting at 1600 health. But take a look at this Valkyrie going back on a counter push by herself, doing a bit of damage to the tower, bringing it all the way down to 1900 health. Kind of evening up the score a little bit. Gonna go ahead and use the Fireball Zap combo to finish off those Musketeers. Looking back at it, I probably could have saved the Zap spell. It only really finished off one Musketeer, and I probably could have saved myself that 2 elixir and saved it for a push instead. But the score is pretty equal here. My tower is sitting at 1400 health. His tower is sitting at 1900 health. I'm not going to play too aggressively, so I'm going to go ahead and use a Musketeer behind my King Tower. He tries to distract my King Tower, or sorry, my tower, not my King Tower, with an Ice Golem, Miner, Goblin Barrel combo. Gonna go ahead and use my Goblins to counter his Goblins, with my Musketeer distracting his Miner, and then set up a really strong counter push right here, with the Valkyrie distracting both the tower as well as the Ice Wizard, allowing my Hog Rider to sneak up in there, doing work to the tower. Now he drops down a minion horde. I'm going to go ahead and use the Zap spell just to stun it for a quick second, and also allow my Musketeer to finish some of them off. And in the end, we bring his tower all the way down to 358 health. Looking pretty good so far in this battle, but once again, with those 3 Musketeers, all it really takes is a couple of seconds to lose a tower. Thankfully though, I do have the Fireball in this deck. The Fireball is one of those spells that against a 3 Musketeer, you really wish you had it. When you do have it, you're so happy that you do, but when you don't have it, like I said, you really wish you had a Fireball spell. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the Fireball on the right hand side, miss one Musketeer, which is a huge mistake, so I'm forced to use the Valkyrie as well to finish them off in the back. Gonna kind of ignore the Musketeer on the left hand side, only use one Ice Spirit to finish her off, and she only managed to get one hit on my tower. With only 36 seconds left in this battle, things are looking pretty good, but take a look at how much damage this Goblin Barrel does to my tower. Bring it down to 728 health because I don't have my Zap spell available. Gonna go ahead and use the Ice Spirit instead of the Fireball. I know my opponent has the 3 Musketeers in his deck, so I want to save the Fireball for those, or when only 20 seconds left in the battle, gonna go ahead and use it to finish off that tower, and then use the cannon just to protect my tower, just in case he tries to come in with those 3 Musketeers. Valkyrie damaging those 3 Musketeers as well as the Ice Golem. Gonna go ahead and use another Valkyrie as well as some Goblins, finish them off, and here we are, guys, with only 3 seconds left, getting that 1 crown victory. Let's go ahead to the next replay. So here we go, guys, facing off against Dom, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but he's rocking a giant support deck with the Barbarians as well as the Minion Horde. It's actually a pretty popular strategy in the lower arenas. It's Fireball bait what it is with those Barbarians as well as the Minion Horde. He comes out pretty aggressive with an initial Fire Spirit drop. I'm forced to use that Zap spell because those Fire Spirits are level 10, which will do a ton of damage versus a level 8 Crown Tower. Gonna go ahead and match his Wizard with a Musketeer, and he drops down a level 8 Giant to support his Wizard. Things are looking pretty tough here. He has some pretty high card levels, level 10 commons, level 8 rares. His Fireball can one-shot my Musketeer, so this is going to be a pretty tough battle. Thankfully, both towers, they were able to take out the Giant before he makes his way to my tower, and I don't take any damage to either of my towers in the process. He did manage to miss my tower with that Fireball, if you didn't notice. Valkyrie going back there, getting a couple hits off on those archers. I'm going to go ahead here and use Goblins to take out the archers. Normally though, I would have just soaked up the archer's damage, saved up the elixir, then set up a counter push, but because I am a lower level trying to get into Arena 9, I don't want to take the risk and I want to play it safe. Gonna go ahead and use a Zaspel here to allow my tower to one-shot those musketeers, or sorry, those minions, with the musketeer finish them off. And then I'm gonna set up a counter push with the Valkyrie as well as the Hog Rider up front, as well as the Ice Spirit. Now, if my opponent had a Fireball or a Log, he would have destroyed my push, but thankfully he does not. The only downside there was the Ice Spirit was distracted by his Fire Spirits. If the Ice Spirit would have frozen all the Barbarians, the Hog Rider would have done a bunch more damage, but we are still in the lead here. His tower is sitting at 1400 health. Both of my towers still 100% full health. Now that cannon drop was a huge mistake. I noticed that it wasn't going to distract the wizard, and of course the wizard does do a ton of damage per hit, so I was also forced to use the musketeer to distract that wizard. All in all, just wasting the 3 elixir on that cannon, and now he's coming with a giant drop, and my cannon is already at half health. Gonna go ahead and use the Valkyrie in the back to take out the archers first, and then use the Ice Spirit to freeze that giant, giving my goblins as well as the Valkyrie time to take it out. I've said this before, but the Ice Spirit is still one of the strongest cards in this game. Gonna set up a pretty strong counter push with the Hog Rider as well as a pre-Fireball to take out all those minions. Now a Hog Rider pre-Fireball combo is something that I love to do, but it's extremely risky, guys. Honestly, I've lost entire battles because of one pre-Fireball that was missed, or my opponent didn't use a pack of Barbarians. Honestly, what it comes down to is knowing your opponent's deck, knowing their playstyle and their card rotation. For example, in this battle here, it's pretty late in the battle, and I'm pretty sure that my opponent doesn't have a defense in his deck. I also know that his Barbarians as well as his Minion Horde are his only strong counter to my Hog Rider, so I felt pretty certain that he was going to use either a pack of Barbarians or a Minion Horde to defend against my Hog Rider. But like I said, it is extremely risky. Sometimes your opponent will get sneaky and use a Minion Horde at the bridge, so you miss the Fireball and waste 4 elixir. But regardless, we had the 1 crown victory. Both of my towers almost full health at the end of this battle. Let's go ahead here to another replay. So here we go, guys, facing off against Berkey, who is a level 10 already inside Legendary Arena. He's rocking a Golem strategy with 2 legendaries, the Log as well as the Graveyard. Now the Graveyard can be extremely hard to counter if you don't have the proper cards. Thankfully, I do have a Valkyrie in this deck, which happens to be an excellent counter to the Graveyard. Going to do a pretty aggressive counter push on the right hand side because the Witch is 5 elixir, and with his Log as well as his Mega Minion, he does defend pretty well, but in the end we bring his tower all the way down to 464 health. Gonna go ahead and use that Zaspel to weaken those minions as well as weaken the Witch, and in the end we don't take too much damage to my tower. Mega Minion on the right hand side finishing off the cannon, but it does die before it makes its way to my tower. Things are looking pretty good. He's not too happy there, as you can see. His tower is sitting at 464 health. Both of my towers pretty much sitting at full health. He drops the elixir pump here. I want to set some goblins in on the right hand side to hopefully get some chip damage done. Now normally I play with level 11 goblins on my main account, which against a level 10 crown tower take 3 shots each per goblin to kill, and they do massive damage to a tower. But because I am only a level 8 here and my goblins are only level 9 versus a level 10 opponent, they take 2 shots to finish off and they aren't able to finish off that tower, so I'm forced to send in a Hog Rider by itself to finish it off. Now he's setting up a pretty strong push here on the left hand side with that Golem as well as the Witch. Gonna go ahead and use the cannon to distract it, then use the Zap Ice Spirit combo as well as the Fireball to finish off all the support troops behind that Golem. And now the Golem is by himself. He misses a Log there, allowing the Goblins to go in and finish off the Golem. They don't really do much though because the Golem death does kill the Goblins. Now here we are sitting with a minute 15 seconds left. Both of my towers doing pretty good. We do have a 1 crown lead. So all I'm going to try and do is focus on defense. If I see an opening to go in for a counter push, I might take it. He drops down a Golem in the back there, so I'm going to do an aggressive push with the Valkyrie, the Hog Rider, as well as the Ice Spirit. And thankfully, he just spent 8 elixir on a Golem. We're able to do decent damage to that tower with that Valkyrie Hog Rider combo. The only good thing with that is if he does manage to take out a tower, we have a strong damage lead on his second tower if this game does go into overtime. Gonna go ahead once again use the cannon to distract that Golem. Now I was planning on using the Valkyrie in the back to take out the Witch, but after he used the Graveyard, I decided to use the Valkyrie in the center of the Graveyard to take out all those skeletons. So things are looking really good here, guys. If you notice at the start of the battle, my opponent did laugh at me in the opening, which I'm not really sure what that means. I'm assuming he was laughing because he's facing a level 8 and he thinks it's going to be an easy victory. Let me know what you think he meant when he laughed at the beginning of the battle. But the Hog Rider going in there, getting 1 more hit, finishing off his tower, giving me the 2 crown victory, which is always preferable for getting that crown chest. And only 8 seconds left, guys. This game is pretty much over. Gonna go ahead and use the cannon just for fun. And there we go, guys, beating the laughing level 10. Let's go ahead and do that live battle here, hopefully able to get into Legendary Arena. So here we go, guys. Please give me an easy opponent. Level 10, he's at 3,012 trophies, already in Legendary Arena, so... Oh, and I have a bad starting hand. Let's see what we can make happen here, guys. Come on. Come on. Level 10 Bomber. It's already looking pretty good. Already feeling it, guys. Level 10 Bomber. Let's go ahead and use a cannon to distract this Valkyrie. Valkyrie of my own. And we're going to Ice Spirit this Hog Rider. And then we'll use some Goblins right here for good measure. There we go. I feel like we're doing okay so far, guys. Hopefully that Musketeer can get some pot shots off. 1, 2, and a 3. Come on, he left. I'm not going to give him a chance to come back, guys. No, I'm not. When you're 1 win away from Arena 9, you do not give your opponent a chance to come back from a battle. Oh. Come on. How lucky am I, guys? Come on. How lucky am I? Legendary chest for free. Epic chest for free. The final battle to get into Arena 9, my opponent leaves. What kind of luck is that? Wow. Now, I don't want to invalidate the whole video, though, and have you guys just say that it's super easy to get into Arena 9 because my final guy quit. But it's been hard, guys. As you saw from the previous replays, I have been beating level 8s and level 9s on my way here. Just managed to get really, really lucky on this final battle. But who really knows? Maybe if it would have stayed in the battle, I might have won anyways. I don't know, guys. Let's go ahead and do this and this. King Tower, you're supposed to target my Hog Rider. But we should take that tower down. There we go. Do you think he rage quit or do you think he disconnected? What do you think, guys? I don't know, normally when somebody disconnects, they come back afterwards. Or it'll like flicker on the screen and say like, let the battle, then join the battle. Do you think he rage quit or he disconnected? Now it does kind of suck that my final battle was a free win, but I can't really go back in time and undo this battle. After this battle, I'll already be in Arena 9. And T-minus 2 seconds, never mind, we're already in Legendary Arena, guys. There is the victory. 32 trophies. What do we get here? Look at this, guys. Look at this. Shop has new cards. Crown chest. You've reached Arena 9. Bam! There we go. New personal best, level 8 and Arena 9. Let's go ahead and open up this crown chest here. And get some gold, some gems, and minions. Zap, cannon, and the ice golem. Not too bad. What's the special offer here? Oh, of course, it's the Legendary Arena one. I don't think I'll buy it, though. I want to keep this account free to play. Of course, we have these King's Cup specials as well. But anyways, guys, that will be the end of the video. Really, really hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like on this video for hitting Arena 9 as a level 8. And make sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see some more Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching once again. We will see you guys in the next video.